friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I made a video, so I thought I would just do a recap of last semester, this semester, and where I am right now. So last semester was easy academic wise, but in terms of placement, I struggled a little bit. If you have seen my Instagram, you would have seen that I had mentioned that I wanted to quit at one point. And I tried to, but after talking to the faculty, well, not exactly quit, or try and get like a different something to replace that one, but I couldn't. That's one thing about the school, is that they're pretty strict on you getting your hours and going in for your clinical placements. So yeah, I couldn't quit. It was a hard experience. I'm not going to go into details, but I will say that it definitely made me grow as a person, because I learned how to deal with difficult situations and how to really lean on my peers. And the thing is, a lot of the times during nursing school, you're going to have a placement or a situation where you're going to doubt whether or not this is the field for you. It's going to be difficult. There's going to be some situations and scenarios where you're struggling, and I think it's because there's a lot of tough things in the nursing field, and you might be one of those lucky ones that don't experience it until you start working. But I think it's kind of a blessing to have a tough situation in nursing school or in a placement, because then you kind of figure out how to handle it better. My first semester back was a little bit difficult, but I got through it. In terms of academics, it was so much easier than first year. I'm also in my second semester right now, or the last semester of nursing school, I should say, and it's so much easier than first year. Like, there's no crazy amounts of memorization. All the foundational stuff you kind of learn in first year, and that's why it's more difficult. But I would say that second year is easier than first year. Second year is more projects and less papers than first year. Still papers, but less papers, and more informal exams. Yeah, so I would say second year, it gets easier if you're struggling and you're in first year right now. In terms of my placement right now, I'm in a community placement. I absolutely love it. I'm working in a doctor's office, so it's a lot of fun. It's different than working in a hospital. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily my area of interest, but I know a lot of people that enjoy community placement. Before I forget, let me tell you guys my GPA from last semester. I had a CGPA of 3.99 and a GPA of 4.0. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with that GPA because I have senioritis, and I don't know if that's an actual term, but I'm just trying to finish the program at this point, and my motivation is just dipping. My videos in the beginning, I was so excited to do nursing school, but now I feel like I'm super excited to finish nursing school and actually start working. Almost over, so close, just trying to finish at this point. I'm in the last academic semester. It's currently March, so I don't know if I've already said that. Oh well. We have moved, or we're moving back to in-person this week, so it's kind of strange because I've never been in person, but towards the end of the program we're going in person, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I guess we'll see. I guess it's kind of exciting because maybe we can have an in-person grad. Who knows? I finished the academic part at the end of March and my placement at the end of March, and then I move into consolidation from April to June, and that's basically working full-time under a nurse. You're following their schedule. I've applied to some out of HSP net. If you don't know what that is, it's like when you rank all your placements. So I applied to some of those that are outside of that, which require resumes and cover letters and sometimes interviews. I'm focusing on L&D, so I really want to do labor and delivery because that's kind of where I have decided I want to work. I wasn't sure before, but I mean, the best thing about nursing is that you can always switch around. So I think right now that's where I want to try it out and see how it goes. I did apply to one. It's not guaranteed that I'll get it. There's actually a lot of people that apply to it. And if I don't, then I will be selecting my placement on HSP net. I'm kind of nervous about that because I might not get my top 15 choices. They hope that you get one of your top 15, but it's not guaranteed, which is kind of scary because you might end up in a placement that you're not interested in at all. But I mean, it is what it is. You can't really control that. So I'm just crossing my fingers that I get something in L&D because it helps if that's where I want to work, kind of have that immersive experience within L&D. But I'm just waiting to hear back, and if I don't get it, then I will apply on HSPNet to other labor and delivery placements that don't require that outside resume, cover letter stuff. So I guess we'll see. If you want an update, check my Instagram because I will post where I ended up for consolidation. And the last thing that I wanted to recap everyone on is NCLEX and where I stand with that. I have decided that I do want to take my NCLEX at the end of July, which is coming up soon. So right now I have my study materials. I don't have a study plan. I'm going to start coming up with a study plan fairly soon. I will make videos of my study plan, and I might try to do like a day in the life of me while I'm studying. So at the end of July is when I want to take it. I did get this book to help me study. Yeah, I don't necessarily think I'm gonna go through the entire thing, but there are questions in here that would help with studying, and it goes through some of the concepts that I might have had trouble with in first or second year that I can kind of get a more deeper dive into. So I think it's a good resource. I also purchased UWorld questions. School had a discount, so I purchased them a little bit earlier, but I'm not going to actually use the questions until I have a study plan, because the way it works is that you want to take the questions at a certain point based on where you are in terms of readiness. I have the subscription, I just don't know when I'm going to use that. Lastly, I got these NCLEX drug cards. So the drug cards just have the major drugs that you should know. On the box it says 400 cards in total to help you pass the NCLEX RN exam. I don't know if you need to like have 400 drugs memorized. I hardly doubt it. I mean, this is still a good resource for like my own good, as like the action, the contraindications, the side effects, drug classes, patient considerations, nursing considerations, all on the back. And then the packet actually comes with some practice questions, so I can do those as well. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to use. I'll update you guys on what I actually use when studying, because I know a lot of people kind of buy a lot of resources and then don't end up using them. So I guess I'll see where I am in terms of that. Obviously, everybody wants to kind of pass in one go, so I kind of want to cover all my bases and study as much as I can before. And I am taking it on the earlier side because I graduate at the end of June, and that leaves me a month. I know there's some people that study for like a week, some people that study for 2 weeks, but I'm one of those people that need to study for a long time to feel prepared and just like kind of take my time with it. Both of these items I got off of other students just because it was cheaper instead of getting it off of Amazon, so you can try that. That's kind of my update about where I am right now. If you have any other questions, comment below and I will try and answer them. I will try and keep you guys updated. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram, because that's where I'm gonna post more updates day to day, especially as I have more things coming up in the next few months. Thank you for watching.